Hello, and welcome to the User of Bricks channel. Today we are going to be animating a biped using some custom animations combined with some presets mCreator already has. Now, before we get into it all, I want to tell you about when and how I choose to upload each individual video. That is what order they're uploaded. Every Friday, unless I have mentioned otherwise, I post a questionnaire on my Discord server about what video people would like to see the following Monday. I end up posting the most popular one of the options I provide. Now, with that out of the way, let's get on to the video. The first thing you need to have is a well-structured mob model. That if you want something to move along with another part of the model, you parent the piece through the parent/child. This means that the rotation point will follow and change as the parent piece moves or rotates. In Blockbench, this is shown as a piece being under and indented from the parent, as well as when you click the arrow to the left of the parent, the name of the child disappears. The child is the thing that will move along with the parent. As you can see, the model I will be working with today is a humanoid with knees and elbows. So I have everything as a child to the main body, and then the arms and legs have children that make up the lower half of the arms or legs. After you have created your model, you need to export it as a Java file and import it into mCreator. Since I have my model using similar movements as what mCreator provides, I am going to use that as a base. So I'm going to put the head animation, the left and right arms and legs animations. This is the point in the video that if you haven't seen the mCreator mob file format video, you need to watch it, as it provides a fuller understanding of how mCreator puts together the mob file in the code, as much of this animation is code. That is, if you aren't using mCreator 9.0 or above, just because it's easier to edit just the mob model instead of having to go in to the actual mob files themselves. Okay, if you aren't in mCreator 1.9.0, you need to create a mob with this model on it, or whatever model you're using, and then go to the code tab and find the mob file. It should be whatever your element name that you named the mob. That's what the file should be named as. If you are in mCreator 9.0, you can click the expansion arrow for the left side file viewer. Go to the models tab, or not tab, folder, and find the model you just imported. Now navigate to the animation section that I showed you in the file format video. It will be at the bottom in any mCreator version. If you use the animator from mCreator, when you imported the Java file, you will have the animation function already there. If you have not, you need to create it yourself. You can do this by going into the mcreator not mcreator, Minecraft source files given by mcreator, and you can find you can go to clients, models, and then find the any of the mob files. I am, as you can see, using the witch file just as an example. You don't really need to choose a specific one, but I find just choosing one that is similar to the model you've created helps quite a bit. Yeah. So once you get to the bottom of the vanilla Minecraft mob file, you will need to find the same function or the animation function. You need to copy the variables in the first section, as this will help you animate and understand what variables you should be using and where. Yeah. You need to paste them in, replacing the F1, 2, 3, 4, so on, including the E. And then also, if you aren't using mcreator, if you aren't using the mcreator animation editor as a base, like I am, you need to copy the entire function and delete the contents inside it. Yeah. The curly, inside the curly brackets anyway. Now you need to replace all the variables in the function with the corresponding variable. You can see this section as a reference as seen here. Yeah. Okay, once you've done that, let's break down the animation given by mcreator. This animation is comprised of multiple functions as to rotation of each block group. There is 2 for the arms, 2 for the legs, and 2 for the head. When animating in the Java version of Minecraft, you use functions, and you also need to separate the X, Y, and Z rotations and position, because you can't do them together. You will notice in the arms and legs functions that there is 2 variables. The first one that's inside the parentheses paired with a number that's multiplying it, that one is our X, as this is a function, and the other one, and the other function in the the other variable in the function is a constant multiplier, or if you want to use it as an addition, you can. It's a constant variable that Minecraft already has built into it, so you can't change what that is, and it doesn't change. The one that does change is the one inside the parentheses that has the math helper dot COS. That is short for cosine. Yeah. These specific functions, as I just mentioned, are trigonometric and are cosine waves. If you notice, Minecraft mobs their legs swing in a very smooth manner. This is created by the cosine waves, just because it's smooth. It has a smooth up and down motion. Yeah. So inside the parentheses that are after the math helper dot cosine, that's where the cosine function changes the span of the wave. So like the length of how long it takes to go all the way up, all the way down, and back to 0. That's what you're changing, as well as moving that horizontally. If you multiply the x inside of there, it will shrink the length of the swing, and dividing will make it longer. Adding or subtracting to the x group, as I call it, moves the function left or right. Yeah. When multiplying or dividing outside of those parentheses and the math helper.cosine, it will stretch or squash the height of the function. Adding or subtracting, likewise, moves the function up or down. Okay, now without that out of the way, let's add a new piece to make the elbows or knees bend. To do this, you can create a new piece to animate for the leg specifically, by adding a new line and then typing out this piece. So you want to type this dot the piece name. So there should be a list of all the piece names, or you can go to the model editor you used, and the name you typed in will be the one you are going to be editing. Then you need another dot and rotate angle X as one word, or if you don't want to rotate on the x-axis, you can rotate on the z-axis or the y-axis. Make sure that whatever letter, x, y, or z, is capital, and make sure the angle A is capital. And make sure that the rotate angle x is one word. Yeah, so once you have the dot rotate angle x, or whatever rotate angle you are copying or just creating a new function for, you need a space and then equals and then another space, and then paste in the animation from above if you're creating an animation. If you're not creating an animation from scratch, I'd suggest doing this for your first few, and then so once you have that paste in, you can edit it as you please. And then after the function that you've either pasted in or created, remember to put a semicolon, or the game will crash or the mob just won't work. Either the animations won't work or the mob just doesn't work and could crash the game. That semicolon is very, very important. Now for my model, I wanted the elbows and knees to bend when walking. So I used an online graph visualization site called Desmos to craft my functions, or create. I highly suggest you do the same, as just looking at the code can be really confusing, especially if you aren't a math whiz. And if my explanation of cosine waves was confusing from before, this is a way that you can easily visualize what each multiplier or addition or subtraction or division you do to it does to the function as a whole. Now, looking at the graphs of the lower part of the arm function and the upper arm function, you can see that they go up and down. This is the cosine wave. It shows both positive movements as well as negative, as shown by the line being above the x-axis or below the x-axis, above being positive and below being negative, as with a normal graph. The upper arm function is the big wave that is unchanged from mCreator's generator. The lower arm function is a modified version. Now, what this should do is make the lower arm not rotate, any further backward than straight when the entire arm is back. and bend forward when the arm is forward, as all of the waves are positive, and then just touch 0. Now, I don't know if when the arm is moving forward, if this is negative movement or positive movement. Or I should say not movement, rotation. So I may have to flip the vertical shift from adding 5 to subtracting 5. Just because sometimes it is a little weird, the positions of rotation and stuff like that. To check this, you simply have to create a test mob, if you haven't already, and start up the Minecraft test environment. If it looks the way you want it to, you did it correctly. If not, you will have to go back and tweak things some more till you get it just right. Now, I would love to show you guys more, but I am out of time for today. So if you want to get a part 2 or an animation for spider legs, wings, or something else, hit the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. This has been the User of Bricks. I will see you next time.